want to welcome each and every one of you here. Can you believe we are in Oklahoma finally? I tell you, our convention committee has done wonders with putting this convention on, and we just thoroughly enjoyed it. We had a lot of great activities we planned, we have done, and in fact, Will and I have been on some of them already. Speaking of Will, this is my little bride here, and and believe it or not, she's a little cookie girl. She was born in a little town up the road here a ways called Stillwater. Well, anyway, she has helped me so much, and you'll never guess where we met. Where? At a dance. We were, it was kind of a blind date type of thing, but went there, and I started dancing with her a little bit, and it was like dancing with a little feather. Wasn't it fun? Anyway, I want to thank each and every one of you again. We have a exciting evening put together for you, and we have a lot of wonderful cars out there. I know there have been a lot of incidents where, in fact, when we came from Iowa, we blew a tire as well. There's 4 or 5 other guys out there that did the same thing, but we all made it, and we're here. So I just want to thank you. And where's Pete? You're pretty good at that.
Yeah, thank you.
You're good. And as you can see, he's given everyone a complimentary CD with some of the songs that he has done. And thank you so much for that. Incidentally, he's going to be playing after the banquet, and so stick around. You can dance a little bit. I might even swing a little bit, huh? How about that? Okay, thank you. I'd like to introduce the executive committee. Where's Jack? Jack Anderson. Would you please stand? He's our vice president. And my little lifesaver, Peggy Cox. And our newest addition is Scott Van Tamlin, who's our new treasurer. And yours truly. I would also like to introduce all the directors. So the directors that are here this evening, can we stand up and so everybody can recognize you? There we go. These guys do a lot of things for the order here, and they are assigned different committees and also assigned to their chapters that they're assigned to get more membership and just kind of answer some questions and help on a little bit here. I would like to also introduce the convention host. Is David here? David Dorman? Is he here?
Yes.
Give this guy. If it wouldn't be for him, we wouldn't be here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we have something special tonight. We're going to do a prayer, and Alice Wilder from the Comanche? The Comanche tribe is going to come up and say a prayer, and she's going to do it in Cherokee. I'm sorry. Could you come up and do the prayer, please? going to do it in a native tongue, and then she's going to do the prayer in English. So it's going to be kind of interesting. But everybody, please stand.
OCO is what they say in Cherokee. I say CO like my elders did back when I was growing up. I'm a fluent speaker in my language, and I teach the Cherokee language also. So they asked me to come down here and say the benediction in the Cherokee language. And I didn't know about the English language, but since I do speak English too, I will say that too, okay? All right. So let us pray. O gito ali kalau tehehi, ko hesari di la andal ta ni yewi. Tawaleli osta giti ne chuotu dana ne ho. Te haksa stito hesti ane toli to ha. Hinchun dal ka hyuge hesti chumi cheli. Nagona or to be here, John David, to do Dalta. As Luna when you got stopped. Amen. Dear Lord, we come to you this day, this evening, and we appreciate all your blessings. And we thank you for this crown, and that no harm comes to them as they are here visiting our state, Lord, and our town. And Lord, bless them immensely and keep them safe as they come. And Lord, through the next few days, just keep them safe and pave the way for them. And Lord, we're getting ready to receive a meal. And we thank you for that and the hands that prepared it. And God, we praise you and give you the glory for everything. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance of our country. Michael Green is going to do the pledge.
Thank you very much, Ron. Has everybody, just before I quickly, has everybody seen the F-16s going around every once in a while or heard them? What a well-run convention. What convention before has had F-16s protecting our parking lot? Before I do the pledge, I just want to quickly recognize all of those men and women that are in those planes, everybody serving now, here, in our country, and everybody serving overseas, and thank you to all the veterans in this room. So, with that, let's honor our country with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to have dinner, so we'll do some. Thank you. Everyone that participated in that club, please stand, please, and give it the clap. Thank you. I'd also like to introduce the tech advisors. We have a gentleman that's in charge of that, his name is Mark Tilson. He does a wonderful job doing that. And in fact, he has a couple of openings. He's looking to have people fill that. What the tech is if you have a problem with a car or some kind of problem, you give them a call and they can help you out. They specialize in that car. In fact, I get a lot of calls for 2+2 cars. So anyways, with the tech guys, please stand up. We have a whole bunch of them. Mark. Okay. Our next part here is our 50th anniversary we're talking about. There's a gentleman that started it. His name is Don Luker. He lives in Salem, Oregon. And this gentleman has such a wonderful vision and forming what we have going right now. And I think he was at a swap meet and he said, well, there's plenty of club or anything going on. So he established that, got it going. And after 50 years, here's what we have going. It's just amazing. And we have about at least 30 50-year members, which is outstanding. I'm going to read them off here. Peggy, are you ready? Now, if these folks aren't here, and there's a representative from that particular chapter, why don't you come on in and get it, and you can take it to the person that has it. Ready, Peggy? I hope I can pronounce some of these names. If I don't. I talk to Don quite often. I call him and get his advice. He's such a talented man. In fact, we were in the same business. We were in the insurance business. And also the funeral business. It's kind of go hand in hand, huh? He's a dying business, but you know how that goes. But he's just a wonderful guy, and it's just a shame. I wish he could be here. In fact, if you see this school signal right here, this is his call. He's right here. There's some really great articles. There's an article here pertaining to Don. And if you have a chance, read it again and get a little more acquainted with him. Okay, you ready? All right. Our first one is from the city of Columbia. His name is Ron Agenbauer, I believe it's called. Then we have Don Burlap from Pennsylvania. Anybody from there? Can pick it up? Mike? Okay, we got Dave Bertram from Scottsdale, Arizona. Anybody from Arizona? Barry Black from New Jersey. Don Booker, he gives room. Actually, he's from Salem, Oregon, I'm sorry. Richard Corello from Yorktown Heights. Anybody from there? They can pick it up. We got Earl Dolberg from, looks like Maryland. Mike, can I get that one? And then Dale Detlow from Bremen, Indiana. And we have Edward Elliott from Vinton, Virginia. Anybody from out there from Banquet. Justin. Jerry Godfro from Spring Grove, Illinois. Wayne, you want to pick that one up? Okay. Robert Graves from Salisbury. Mike again. These are all 50-year guys. And by incidentally, we made up a pin for them as well, which I think is going to send out to them already. Okay, we have Ralph Hamilton from Belmont, Ohio. Anybody from Ohio? There should be talking to several of them. James Harris from Morrisville, Indiana. Anybody there? If there's not a representative to pick these up, we're going to mail them out to them with a nice little letter that'll kind of go with it as well. Ron Lorag from Florida. Fred Lewis from Illinois. Steve Miller from Wisconsin. Tyrone Monk from Fredericksburg. Anybody from there? Looks like it might be a wall. James Nakadua from, looks like Nebraska. Murder this one. William is P-R-Z-Y-K from Canada. Glenn Rowley from Santa Rosa, California. We have somebody, I know there's one in California. Art Rusher from Florida. Richard Sessions, anybody from that area? And Robert Steiner from St. Charles, yeah. Byron Stout from Wichita. I know there's some guys from Wichita out there. And Ron Sucker from Illinois. Paul Silvestri from Reno, Nevada. Ken Weebler from Blue Ash, Ohio. And Robert Whitney from Minnesota. Andrews Wilgard, everybody out there for him. And then, Sweetie. And Reed Williamson from Utah. And last but not least, Ron Woolley from Riverside, California. These are all 50-year members. What an accomplishment. You don't hear that too often. 50-year members. And we really want to pay tribute to these folks here. They're kind of the founders of all of that. So founding fathers. So anyway, moving along. Okay, Peggy. We have a lot of these, so I'll kind of go quick on this. You ready? Certificates? Okay. As you know, we have, in our chapters, we have a newsletter editor. These newsletter editors are really the lifeblood of the club. And in the last couple of years, I've been getting all the newsletters, myself, Peggy, and Ryan down here. And what I thought I would do is forward these to the other chapters, so they can kind of see what other newsletter editors are doing. And lo and behold, things really started happening because they started seeing newsletters like what Richie puts out over here, and my son John and a couple others, how they were formatting them and getting things, really spicing them up. And we have some newsletters that are absolutely incredible. In fact, Tim over here is always looking for articles smoke signals. And lo and behold, these newsletters have some incredible stories in them. And if you read these things, and I've funneled a lot of them over to him, and a couple of them got to be front page cover, you've got a cover. So my thought is, if you folks go to like car shows, take the time, take some really detailed pictures, write up a story, and send it to myself, or Tim, or Jack, and we'll see if we can, get these things published. We were just talking about that. And this is your chapter, your club. We want to get you involved in it so you can be a part of it. And that's exactly what we're doing. And it's working quite well. So we've got a couple of new ones here. So you ready, Peggy? So when I call the name, you come up and get the certificate. If there's someone here that the newsletter editor is not here, just pick it up and bring it to that person. So we have new ones. And guess who's first? Scott Van Tamlin from the Michigan chapter 46. So we're going to do something a little different. When something come up, let's just do one clap. Think that'll work? Okay. From the Lone Star chapter, we got Winston McCollum. You ready here? Hey, here's a one I know from the Pontiacs of Idaho. That's the chapter I started. We are 11 months old, and we have over 60 members already. And it's all in going out and promoting it. And his name is Richard Croft. Will, you want to pick it up? Okay, the 1 year from the Garden State chapter number 3, Diane Lennox. She does a wonderful job. The Delmarva chapter 98, Wolfgang Feast. From the Mid-Ohio Valley White Trackers, Art Lambert. There we go. From God's Country in Wisconsin, Tom McBurry. You got the clap. Look at that. Okay. And from the Australian Performance Pontiac chapter, Scott Cricket. Richie, ever pick it up? This is relatively a new chapter as well, one of 3. And you're doing a wonderful job with this. Okay, 2 year. We have the North Coast, Ohio chapter 37, and that's Chuck Galletti. Mark's picking up. Kansas City Arrowhead chapter, Bill Long. I tell you what, these guys are rocking and rolling. They're doing some really good things up in Kansas. So, the Desert Renegades, Mark Newman, you ready from there? All American Oakland, Star Evans, they could not make it. I think somebody's going to pick up the desert. Mary's from the Arizona group there. Okay, 3 years. The Mohawk chapter was kind of dormant. They didn't have a lot going on. They kind of got sour. And a guy by the name of Joe Karras. This guy has got more energy than you can shake a stick at. And he resurrected this chapter, and they're doing phenomenal things. And so he's a 3-year chapter. So I don't know if anybody here picked that up. And we have the Yankee chapter. Last year we were in Connecticut, and the Yankee chapter put on a convention there. And this gentleman here is doing a fabulous job. His name is Andy Edson. The Michigan White Trackers, we got David Todd. Anybody come there? And the Dixie chapter, Andy Newsome. If not, we'll mail them to him. Now, this next chapter, chapter number 1 in Florida. This gal, she is on fire. She does a fabulous newsletter. Her name is Danetta Cisco. Anybody from there? Brian is from Canada, and he's a member of the Florida chapter. Can you believe that? Okay, the Indian Nations. Dave and Julie Bailey. They got it. Okay, the Greater Ozarks. Roberto Knudsen. Mention there. San Diego. San Diego has a really good newsletter editor too. I don't read this all this stuff, but it's really interesting to read it. And his name is Tom Diaz. And I know there's some San Diego guys back there. The Early Times, number 49, Mary Ellen Myers. Is she here? Somebody got up? And the GMC Trucks, number 93, Dave and Julie Bailey. They're pretty good here, aren't they? Okay, we got the 4-year, and that's the National Capital Area, and that's Rick Pascal. And the Custom Safari chapter, Tom Young, and there's Lou out there, he can pick it up, or somebody. Okay, the Firebirds, Nathan Brunner, and Thingy back there. I went to the Firebird seminar today, and they're really coming along, and it's because of this gentleman right here. Okay, 5-year on a 2+2 chapter. Oh, I know this guy. His name is John Berglund. What's that? Okay, 6-year. This is the Illinois chapter. Michelle Condon. That Michelle? Good job, by the way. Good job. Okay, Pontiac, Central Illinois. Mike O'Brien. Mike here? And the Badger State, Wisconsin. Chris Wetchell. Anybody can pick it up? Okay. The Alamo down in Texas. Troy Smaley. Troy here? Puget Sound. Puget Sound was having a little bit of problems, and I started working with them and calling them and kind of encouraging and everything. And Diane Moffat is their newsletter editor, and they really came to life. They got some old records that they had and kind of incorporated those in the newsletter, and they've done a great job. So Diane, I think she's here. Okay, the Street Rock Modified. Daniel Marsh. Somebody come around. Richie, you're next. The Arkansas River, chapter 53, Richie Lowe. I don't know where this guy gets all his energy, but he has how many newsletters do you have? 2, Rich? How many newsletters do you do? 2 or 3, don't you?
I'm down to 1.
He's only down to 1? Somebody put him to work. Okay, 8-year, Little Rudy, Gary Denofredo. I hope I said that right. I think he's here. Okay, and the Silver State, That's up in Reno. And they were having some problems too. And I got a hold of Jackie and got her involved in some things to put in the newsletter. And they finally came around. They got a great president going now and doing very, very well. Jackie and Lauren. Well, I'm sorry. I don't think they're here. Central Oklahoma Pontiac Association. Joe Mann. Okay, Northeastern chapter. Jerry Planty. Anybody here for that? Here we go. Southern Cal. We had a convention down there in 2006, and in Ontario actually, and they were after really, I'd really like to get a convention on the West Coast, and we've been talking to several different chapters, and we haven't been too successful with that yet. But Carter Chi is the newsletter editor, and he's doing a great job. Here's one of my buddies right here coming up. Oh yeah, he's got it on right there. Okay, 11 year, the Blackhawk chapter, Dean Fight. They do a good job as well. The Arts chapter, Dave Stafford, they do a good job. There's Dave here. Yeah, he's in the back there coming up. Okay, Louisville chapter, Rick Kaiser. Are they here? And I know this guy's here. Grand Prix chapter, Paul Bergstrom. Oh, you're over there? Now this guy has about 15 different jobs, I think. And I don't know if he keeps one straight from the other, but he does a great job. Thanks, Paul. The overhead cameras, number 84, Jim Black. I know he's here. There he is. Right over there. Thanks, Jim. Okay, the 12-year. We have the Six Nations chapter, number 52, Jim Patterson. The Keystone, Richard Stover. Thank you for the Keystone. Yeah, there he is. He's the new president of the Keystone chapter, doing a really great job. The Piedmont chapter, Tom and Vicky Stutz. Are they here? Okay, the Hoosier chapter, they always do very well. Mark Henderson. Mark out there? Anybody from Hoosier? Pontiac of Central California. John Berglund. Dennis, you want to pick that up? I keep him busy. In fact, did you see the logo here, the 50th anniversary logo? My son's the one that put that together. He's very, very talented in doing graphics and such. Okay, 13-year Tomahawk Club chapter, I'm sorry. Paul Bergstrom again. And then the Little Indian chapter, Gary Stroper. Colorado chapter, Gary Kennedy. I thought we were as well. This chapter here has come along a long ways too. This is the Arizona chapter number 28, Dave Green. Dave's doing a really great job on this. Okay, and we have 19 years. This is called the Northwest Ohio chapter. This gentleman, if you call him, he has more car parts than you can count, and he has some really good stuff. His name is Pete Lungalow. Pete, somebody here for that? And then there's a South Jersey chapter, Chuck Catalano. Tony, you want to pick it up? The Western New York chapter, Barbara Fuller. Barbara is very, very good at this. she's very, very, very faithful, and that's a 25-year. And then in Nebraska land is Claudia Mathis. They do a good job too. Pontiac's of Tennessee, Gary Dixon. We're going to be going there next year. Oh, here's Paul Berkshire again. Pontiac Commercial Professional Vehicle Chapter, number 79, Paul Berkshire. Okay, to 28 years, the Garden State, Bill Wolf. Bill Wolf. We'll pick that up. Old Dominion, Michael Abernathy. And last but not least, for 42 years, this lady has been a newsletter editor for the Nutmeg Chapter, number 5, Star Evans. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all the chapters. Okay, moving along. Okay. This next award is very near and dear to me. This has to do with the young generation. And I keep talking about this. If we don't get the young generation involved, we may not be here. I see a lot of gray hair out there, including myself. And we have a scholarship program that is absolutely incredible. We have a gentleman who has been around the school systems for a long, long time as a professor, and he's in charge of the scholarship awards. We've had this for some years, and this is the first year that we've ever had the winners here. They're right in the front row right here. So Michael, I'm going to call you up and you can do your presentation.
First of all, good evening. And what a great, I guess, honor that Ron just gave it to me, and I appreciate it very much. This is something very special to me as well. And a few years ago, and I was saying it, Ron was borrowing some of my words. Those of you that were, I guess it was the year before Gettysburg, when we sponsored it, I made a comment with a scholarship. I said, you know, I'm looking out here. And I started with myself first. I said, I'm looking out here at everyone, and I'm looking at the white hair. I have it. I'm looking at the gray hair. I'm looking at no hair, blue hair. And I said, we need to do something about this. And everyone is always encouraging our younger people to be involved. And I know it's different. As Ron said earlier, I am a retired teacher and principal for 35 years, and I've continued on now. Bit. I'm on the local school board. And I enjoy working with students and watching them see achievements and things of that nature. So, moving on to this a little bit, I wanted to talk about a couple of little things prior to me calling people up for this. Larry told me I had an hour that I could talk tonight. And by the way, Larry,
I got the hook.
You got the hook. I brought Larry some crabs from Maryland. That's where I'm from, Salisbury, Maryland, on the Eastern Shore. I don't know if you know or not, but Larry Ryder loves seafood. And Larry, they're in the back of my car, but they're starting to smell. They've been losing sun. But you can get them out. I would like to recognize some of the chapters and all, and I appreciate them being here. Some of the chapters that I have, myself on the Capitol, the Old Dominion, the Keystone, the Memento, the Grand Prix, and of course the scholarship. And I enjoy working with everyone, and over the years, we all have become friends in one way or another. And I don't even want to start listing numbers. I've been a member probably at 27 years now. And I remember when I was asked to join this organization, how great it was. And I enjoy it, but I also enjoy doing the things for our younger children. And I think it's important. So, I'm going to read a little bit before I call up the winner of one of our scholarships that is here tonight. This year, the committee consists of the following judges: Andy Hoff, Don Barlow, Mark Sharwick, and myself as the chairperson. Each year, POCI offers a $1,500 scholarship, and Marge Sharwick and her family offers a $1,500 scholarship in memory of John. These two scholarships make it possible for two individual students to be the winner of $1,500 each. Last year, we had a total of 23 students apply for either one of the two scholarships. This year, we had a total of 32 apply, and for one of the two scholarships. The breakdown this year was 15 students applied for the John M. Sarwick, and 17 applied for the POCI scholarship. I am pleased to announce, and for the first time that I can recall, that I'm going to introduce to you and tell you a little bit about the winner of the John M. Sarwick. Is Sydney Sines from Edmond, Oklahoma. Sydney, would you like to come up with your family? Her family's here tonight, her mother, brother, and her boyfriend. So if you'd like to come up. Sydney, on behalf of the John M. Sarwick, I want to give you your certificate for that wonderful scholarship. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I can see.
Give him a hand.
And now to read down a little further, I want to announce the winner. Sydney has graduated from the Edmond High School and will be attending the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, majoring in A, Engineering, B, Sciences, and C, in History, minoring in Spanish or Biology. Sydney's grandfather is Jack L. Blackhurst, with POCI number 52729. Congratulations again. Moving back up, the POCI scholarship this year is awarded to Ryan Lair from Corona, California. Unfortunately, Ryan was planning on also being here with us, but plans changed. Ryan will graduate from the San Diego High School, and he did in June of 2022. He'll be attending the Brigham Young University, majoring in biostats with a minor in exercise science. Ryan's grandfather is Jerry Woodland, POCI number 016587. So congratulations to him as well. And in closing, I just want to review some of the rules that are established for the winners. The winners will receive these checks after first semester, in which they will be contacting me with their grades after first semester, and the check will be issued to their college. The winner must be accountable for themselves to provide the transcript to me, the chairperson, after first semester. The rules have been emailed out, or will be emailed out to the winners by July 30th. And also, I want to let you know, I did congratulate all the others that applied, and unfortunately, we can only have one winner in each, but I contacted them via letter this year versus the phone call, so that they would be informed. In closing, I want to thank the judges, Andy, Don, Marge, and family, and all the applicants for their time and effort, and also POCI and Marge and family for making this happen. I enjoy doing this, as I said earlier, and hope to continue to be able to do that. And also, one day, it would be nice too if I could myself give a scholarship to POCI. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mike, and congratulations, by the way. Here's kind of a thought. If you really like giving or donating, if you have a living trust or a will or something of that nature, name the POCI scholarship for them out. And I used to deal with this a lot, and this was one way where charities could thrive. So just think about that. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Okay. We have what they call longevity awards. What this is how many years the chapter has been in existence. In fact, one of our clubs in Crickfeld will be celebrating their 30th next year. So we have certificates here, so come on up. And the first one is for the 15-year. It's the GMC trucks. I think Paul Bergstrom is probably one of them. You want to get that? And Motor City Pontiacs. Anybody here for that? For 15-year? If not, we can mail them to them. The 25 years, the Little Indians, number 78. Anybody here? And the Pontiacs of Tennessee for 25 years. And 30 is the Palmetto chapter, number 61. And Central Oklahoma. And we have 35 years, West Michigan, number 45, and the Kansas City Arrowheads. And as you can see on the board behind us, 40 years is the Northwest Ohio. Anybody from there? And then we have 45 years. Isn't that amazing? 45 years. The Tomahawk Group, number 13, Illinois is 12, and Hoosier 11. Okay, what are we doing there? While they're doing that, the chapter newsletter awards, the eligibility. The chapters must file a report by May 30th with their regional director. Newsletters must be sent to the judging committee. Newsletters are judged by monthly and non-monthly. And the winners are going to get, for excellence, $150 plus a plaque. For distinction, $100 plus a plaque. And the merit, $50 plus a plaque. And we have those ready to go here. Ready? Bear with us here. Okay. The non-monthly, the award of merit went to the Little Indians. There it is on the wall. distinction with the All-American Oakland. I know there's somebody from there. And the Award of Excellence, overhead cameras. Let's give them a hand. They're getting a beautiful plaque. Okay, the monthly. The Award of Merit is third place is Arizona 29. And I think there's a couple Arizona guys out there. And the Award of Distinction, Florida number 1. That'd be Brian. And the Award of Excellence, that's first place, Kansas City Arrowheads. Okay. The next awards is for the best chapter displays. And we usually have a team, Peggy, myself, and Brian, and a couple others do this. But we wanted to be very unbiased about this. So I asked the Indian Nations, the ones that were selling the t-shirts for the back there, if they would give us the results at first, second, and third. And they came up with the ones I picked, I think. So, the Award of Merit, this third place goes to Greater Ozarks. Go here. And we have the Award of Distinction, the Arkansas River. You do a really good job on that, by the way. And first place of excellence, Pontiac to Central California. Come on, how are we doing over there? Okay. All righty. Best social media. We only used to have one, but we stepped it up a little bit, and so we have 3 of them now. First, second, and third. Ready? Oh, best social media. Okay. The Award of Merit. The Garden State. Anybody there? Come on up, Lou. Second place, which will be the Dixie chapter. Somebody there? And first place, Award of Excellence, is a Nor'easter. Nobody? Okay. Moving right along. Most improved newsletter, non-monthly. This is something we started a year ago, and it's just amazing what this did. I kept getting newsletters, and they had to actually have a copy of their certificate that the most improved. Well, the most improved monthly, non-monthly, I'm just going to name them off, is the Hoosier chapter, the Northeastern Ohio, and the Mohawks. Anybody there from there? Okay, and the monthly. Florida number 1, Brian. The Tomahawk and Blackhawks. Okay, now for the grand prize. We kind of narrowed it down to one chapter this year. We might change it next year. This chapter, they just came on fire. They only had like about 26 members, And they had a couple of guys in there, Mike, I think he was last name right now. He just had a fire inside of him and went out and started really, really promoting this. And now they're over 100, and he did this like in about 9 months. And it's just phenomenal what they've done. And they're going to be the chapter of the year this year. And that's Florida #1. Mike, Brian,
thank you so much, Ron. This is a real honour. It's kind of strange. I'm an Australian who lives in Vancouver, and I'm a member of the Florida chapter, as well as the K.I.T.T chapter, Richie. It's by circumstance that none of the Florida team could be here tonight, but they knew I was coming to the convention, so I'm honoured that they asked that if anything should come of tonight, that I would represent them, and I'm very proud to do so. The chapter is fabulous. There's a reason why I joined them. I'm one of the newsletter editors, and during COVID, I have to say that a lot of the chapters went to the Zoom format for their meetings, and as a newsletter judge, I thought I'd zoom into a couple of the different chapter meetings just to see how they run their show and also to meet the individual members. The Florida chapter impressed me a lot, so I joined them. They have, since January of this year, they have increased their membership threefold. They're now hovering around just below 100 members. So things can be done. If you put the effort in, you can grow your membership. And the newsletter editor, Danita, is just amazing. She's gone from probably 10 pages in the newsletter, quality, but now she's up around 25 to 30 pages in the newsletter. All quality work. So I'm very proud to be part of that chapter, and I'm extremely honoured that they asked that I represent them tonight. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for your support. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we'll kind of wrap it up here. The next is going to be the Golden Quill. This is something that's done by Old Car Weekly. You have to submit what your specialties are. And if we get the slide, we'll kind of go through that. And Tim, and these awards have already been sent to them, so they're really popular. Well, Tim and I was Smoke Signals. Can you believe that? Smoke Signals. What a great magazine. Let's go to Tim. He has done an amazing job with Smoke Signals. This is probably the best magazine we could ever get. I got a guy in Iowa who says, this is the best mail I get every month. So, keep up with the work, Tim. And then we have Jim Black with the overhead cameras is over here. Stand, Jim. And then Dave and Julie Bailey with the GMC Times. And then the person of the PCTV newsletter. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to have. You do. Okay, this next award is an award that we give out once a year. Sometimes we don't give it every year. This is for an individual that just goes overboard and helping the POCI in the order here. And this person is, as long as I've been around, has been at these conventions and just works relentlessly on the show here. And it gives me great pleasure to present what we call the Red Feather. This is a real high honor from POCI. And that award is going to go to Mary Sandberg.
Proud of you, Mary.
If you go out and check, she's out there all the time. Now, hot weather, I mean, rain or shine, she's there. And thank you so much for your dedication, and we just certainly appreciate it. You know, keep up the good work. We really appreciate you. God bless you. Okay. Excuse me? Well, yeah.
We got work.
Yeah. Okay, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Mark Barrett. He's going to come up and we're going to show a video on our upcoming convention in 2023, which is going to be in Tennessee. So Mark, come on up. You're on. Reiterate that Mary, when I walk in the door of the hotel, she's greeting me and asking me, what do you need? Do you need me to help you? Every time I see her, it's unbelievable. She's great. I know this is up on the board, but the heat this week, we kind of changed it. Give the guys at Pontiac, Tennessee, but we're going to go to Alaska this next year instead of Tennessee. These conventions, you know, we work years ahead of time, and for this one to be here, we started probably in 2017, and unfortunately we had to stop in 2020 because of COVID. So this chapter here, the Indian Nations chapter, has been working on this for a long time. So it's really great to see a chapter that can keep the enthusiasm, keep their workers going, and make it happen. So, let's give them a hand. I'm telling you. We always start several years in advance on these, and this one here that we're getting ready to announce is something that kind of come on pretty quick after a couple other places didn't work out, and I'm really happy that these guys did, because the first time we met them, they probably could have done a convention. They had it already organized before we can talk to them. But I want to introduce one of the members there, and it's going to be the local guy that's going to run their chapter, getting it going. It's Walt Weasley, Wessel, I don't know. I think I may have it right the first time. Or I'm not close. Anyway, he's a local guy. He's going to take a little bit. We're going to show you an unbelievable video of where we're going.
Thank you, Art. As Art mentioned, my name is Walt Smith, S-M-I-T-H. Now, my name is Walt Wasselu, and I'm here with a couple other members of our club. Gary Dickinson, he's been up here a few times, and Rick Peraza, so if you want to introduce them, they'll be at the desk back there taking registrations later tonight. But we're members, as the slide says, Pontiac, Tennessee, which is the POCI chapter located in Central Tennessee. And on behalf of Pontiac, Tennessee, all of our members of POCI, we'd like to invite all of you to the 51st Annual POCI International Convention, which will be located in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Now, some of you may be wondering, where is Murfreesboro, Tennessee? Some of you may be thinking, what's there to do or see in Murfreesboro, Tennessee? Well, now, the great thing about Murfreesboro, Tennessee is the location. 25 miles north of Murfreesboro is Nashville, which is an easy drive up from Murfreesboro. You have access to everything that Nashville offers as a city. It's just a great place to go there. I moved there a while ago, and it was for 2 years, and 25 years later, we're still there. I mean, it's just a fantastic city. So if you've never visited Nashville, I strongly encourage you to come to this convention. If you go the other way, south of Murfreesboro, there's a town called Lynchburg. Now, some of you may have heard of Lynchburg before. It's home to Jack Daniels. And of course, we got to go to Lynchburg if you're in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. If you go east of Murfreesboro, there's a town called Bell Buckle. Now, according to Southern Living magazine, Bell Buckle is one of the top small towns in the South. And it's on the internet, so it's got to be true, okay? But if you go the other direction, west of Murfreesboro, there's a town called Franklin. Great restaurants, great shopping, fantastic boutiques, and if you're a Civil War history buff, it is probably the best city in the state of Tennessee to go visit. I mean, battles that were fought there were just amazing. So again, it's a great location, close to just about everything that you want to do in the Nashville area. Now that you know where we're at, again, 25 miles south of Nashville, Tennessee, we'd love to show you some of the things that you can do during the convention. So if we could go to video, and we'll...
On behalf of Pontiacs, Tennessee, welcome to the 2023 POCI International Convention. For the next few minutes, let's look at the planned tours, cruises, and other activities available for your enjoyment in 2023. As you will see and hear, we have bus tours, self-driving tours, and cruises covering a wide area of Middle Tennessee. There is so much to do that everyone will have lots of choices, no matter where your interests lie. Our first stop is our host hotel in Murfreesboro, which is about 30 miles from downtown Nashville. The Embassy Suites and Convention Center is convenient to interstates 24, 40, and 65. Besides all of the amenities that the hotel offers, there are 3 overflow hotels just a short walk across the parking lot. The Embassy Suites also serves a complimentary cook-to-order breakfast every morning, as well as a complimentary happy hour every evening. For those of you wanting a little more Middle Tennessee-style flavor, the City Cafe is the oldest operating restaurant in Tennessee, and it's only 3.9 miles from the host hotel. We think you'll like the special Tennessee menu. Only 1.3 miles from the City Cafe is the Oakland's Mansion and Museum. This famous Civil War mansion transitioned from a palatial home into a Confederate hospital during the Civil War and was brought back to its original glory during a complete restoration. Located 45 miles from the host hotel is the Jack Daniels Distillery. A tour of Gentleman Jack's is sure to be a big hit, and we have multiple tour times available. Transportation will be provided by air-conditioned motor coach, or you can choose to drive your Pontiac, as the roads are very scenic, and Jack Daniels has plenty of open parking. Our first tour for country music fans is a walking tour of downtown Nashville's iconic Lower Broadway area, beginning at the Country Music Hall of Fame. Experience the Walk of Fame, shop for anything related to country music, or simply listen to country music as you walk down the street. Music is everywhere. Step into a honky-tonk for a cool drink or or lunch while listening to live country music, or enjoy a lunch at the ever-famous Merchant's Restaurant, Jack's Barbecue, or any one of a dozen other famous restaurants on Broadway. By the way, if you don't know what a honky-tonk is, this is a great tour for you. Our second country and western bus tour begins at the home of bluegrass music, the Ryland Auditorium. However, after the Ryland tour, our motor coach will leave downtown and take you to the Opryland Hotel Resort and Gardens. While other hotels are measured in square feet, Opryland is measured in acres. It has 4 indoor atriums, each 9 acres under a glass roof. Each has 1 or more restaurants with food that is absolutely fabulous. This is also a walking tour through lush gardens and down massive hallways. You simply have to see to believe, and it's all in air-conditioned comfort. No trip to Music City would be complete without attending the Grand Ole Opry. This is not a tour or part of any other tour. We will actually attend a live performance of the Opry. Be sure to register early as seats are limited, and Opry performances always sell out fast. Hold the music, guys. We're not finished. There's even more. We haven't told everyone about our cruise locations. We have 2 fabulous car museums. The Marathon Motor Works houses 5 of the 8 marathon cars known to exist in the world. The Lane Motor Museum houses the largest Eastern Bloc collection of cars and motorcycles in North America, with several hundred on display at any given time, plus dozens of Eastern Bloc military vehicles on display. Then there is the famous Natchez Trace, a fabulously scenic drive if any ever existed. And on the north end of the trace is the very famous Loveless Cafe, which put fried chicken, country music, and Nashville in the same sentence. For our NASCAR fans, we are working on a very special day at the Nashville Superspeedway. It's still too early for a firm commitment about our day at the track, so please watch smoke signals for further information about this event, as well as updated information on all of our tours, cruises, and seminars planned for 2023.
What do you think, folks? Oh, yeah. We are very excited to host the convention last year because with Nashville as a location, you can see all the fantastic things that you can do there. By the way, we have the editor and the man, the voiceover, Gary Dickinson, who put this whole video together. So please give him a round of applause. We'll be back there answering questions on any part of the convention, any of the activities. Again, I encourage you to sign up early, and we'll be looking forward to seeing everybody in Murfreesboro, Tennessee in 2023. Wow, we're going to get signed up quick, huh? It's going to be fun. We're looking forward to that. Okay, we have another special. Art was just telling me, if you want to sign up tonight, the table right in the back over here. Wave hand. We take cash. So get back there and sign up. Okay, we have something really, really, really special. As you know, Idaho was number 104. Well, we got beat up. There's a number 105. The Florida chapter 105, the Flora Come on. We have a presentation for you. We have the charter. Okay, we're just about ready to wrap it up here. As you know, we have a membership drive going, as you can see on the screen. Jack, you want to talk about it?
I say we. Good job.
And then we're going to have some music.
For those that don't know me, my name is Jack Anderson. Why Ron would pick somebody with the most monotonous voice in the POCI and talk about one of our most exciting initiatives is beyond me, but we're here to talk about something special. I'm going to introduce you to a little piece of music. I hope it transmits right.
Yes, it's $155.
We're making that. It's buffer. Mine's. Probably don't have a good signal. So moving forward, we're talking about a program we call the free ride. What's better than sharing a common interest and the love of something with 7,000 of your best friends? Anybody have an answer?
POCI.
Okay. What's better? The true answer is sharing that interest with 8,000 people, or 9,000 people, or maybe 10,000 people. A year ago at the Mohegan Sun Convention, Ron and I put our heads together and said, what can we do to increase the membership of POCI? And what we came up with was the free ride program. We are going to incent everybody here and everybody who couldn't make this convention to strive to recruit as many new members as possible. And the rules are fairly simple. For every new member that you recruit, you will get an entry into a contest to win the following. Free registration for next year's convention, 2 tickets to the awards night banquet, and 5-night hotel stay at no cost. Does that interest anybody in this room? I don't know about you, but it kind of puts a dent in my household budget to come to the convention as much as it's worth it. If I were eligible for the contest, which I'm not, I would be working hard to win this contest. Officers and directors are not eligible to win. It's for the general membership. There's a second place prize. The second place prize is free convention registration, 2 tickets to the awards night banquet, or if you can't attend the convention, a $200 gift certificate to the club store. Third place is a $100 gift certificate to the club store. And then, for those who participate, every time they recruit a new member, they'll get an entry into a lottery to win a $100 gift certificate to the club stores. We think this incentive is attractive, but aside from winning the prize, we think it'll reap benefits for the club. And once again, instead of sharing this experience with 7,000 people, maybe we could share it with 8, 9, 10,000 people. And that's what it's all about. So we're encouraging you, talk to your friends. If you're at a car show and you see a Pontiac or a GMC vehicle or even an Oakland, tell them about POCI. Pretty soon we're going to have a very exciting, up-to-date new website. You can refer to it in confidence, that they'll have a good experience on the web, and it will entice them to join. And it's all about ensuring a good future for the club. So I encourage employees to participate. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Jack. If you have a chance, go to Paul's registration, and there's a kind of a purple flyer to sign up members. The way you qualify for this, you have to put your POCI number to get credit for it. It's on the lower right-hand corner, and the more you get, you're going to go on a free trip there. And Paul has every month we post those in these smoke signals, kind of show you what people are doing with this. So I really highly encourage you to get out there and you might have a free trip. You saw what's going on in Tennessee. This kind of sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, we're going to wrap it up here, and Mr. McIntyre down there, he's going to perform for as long as everybody's hanging around. Is there anything else good for the order? Hearing none, adjourn.